We have the opportunity here in the United States right now to be prepared to basically bolt yourself in your house and stay there for a month. And you might have to. Uh, that possibility does exist. And if it starts over here in the U.S., my guess is that the places where it's going to really cause problems is, I don't know, L.A., San Francisco, Austin, Texas, all the places where you have homeless people where they're shitting in the middle of the street. Very bad. Very, very bad. Being anywhere around there is extremely bad, maybe death sentence style bad, so I would not. Oh, I'm sorry that you live there and you think that these people, it's so poor. It's just so poor. We must have our $1 million bungalow, which is the size of a little townhouse. We don't care that other people that we want to do things like pull us a coffee at Starbucks can't find anywhere to live within 50 miles because we drove the price of real estate to the moon by having all of these faux, exploitive business model public corporations all over the Silicon Valley. Well, that's what you did. And now Mother Nature is going to come in here and gobsmack you upside the head. Because what is your prescription for all those homeless people that you created? And yes, you did. And people say, oh, no, they're just attracted here because the weather's nice. Uh-huh. You know, folks, when you destroy somebody, you literally destroy them. You leave them destitute and out in the street. You are essentially begging them to take up substance abuse. Because what other opportunities do they have? It is one thing. There's always going to be people who decide, well, I'm just not going to put the effort in. I really don't care. I don't give a shit. That does happen, okay? But you can stoke hopelessness and despair by engaging in these kinds of tactics and thinking that you are so much better and this is such a wonderful thing for society and it's so wonderful. It's so great. But you still want your McDonald's and you still want your Starbucks. And you still want your cleaning lady because you're too much of a pig to run your own goddamn vacuum cleaner and dust your own furniture. You can't do that. So you have to have a cleaning lady. You're not going to pay her $1 million a year. So, where does she live? Where does the person who works at Starbucks live? The problem the socialists have is they don't want to take this on. The capitalists don't want to take it on either. And the monopolists, by God, in a world when the Sherman and Clayton Acts are bad jokes, and so are the consumer protection laws that are supposed to protect you from unfair and deceptive trade practices. It's supposed to actually be illegal to engage in those kinds of things. But in a world where nobody gives a wet crap about any of that, this sort of abusive practice goes on every single damn day, and you're the one that pays for it. Now, we have Mother Nature, who's pissed off and has decided she's going to have some fun. We still, by the way, do not have an answer as to where this thing originated. And notice that the media is not pounding on that. Why? Because it almost certainly came out of that lab in Wuhan. But that doesn't mean that it was an intentional release or was a bioweapon or anything like that. It just means they're stupid. But, you know, as I have pointed out repeatedly, nuclear power and any kind of research into biological bad things, whether they be parasites, whether they be viruses, bacteria, whatever, is absolutely intolerant of stupidity. Well, guess what? The world is full of stupidity. And unlike nuclear accidents that happen in a place where the nuclear thing is, biological accidents, when you're talking about infectious communicable diseases, don't stay where they start.